name's Eric. I'm a technical product manager for Microsoft in the mobile division. So last month at Mobile World Congress, we announced Windows Mobile 7. What I'd like to do today is give you guys a glimpse of just the tip of the iceberg of what Windows Mobile 7 series devices can do for you. So I want a little disclaimer here. This is pre-beta code still. This is early code. It's working really good, but it is still early code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run it up there on the plasma, and I've got a little USB device here, or USB cable, and what I can do is I can plug my phone in, and you can see what I'm doing up on the plasma. You see the little white dot? There's my finger, so you can see where I'm touching, or if I do a multi-touch thing, you can see 2 spots. So it makes it a little easier for you guys to follow along. It gives you guys a great picture. Now and then the cable gets a little loose and it stops responding there, and I don't know, somebody holler if it does that. And I just have to jiggle my cable and get it back in. All right, so the new Windows Phone 7 series phone, this is a different kind of phone for life in motion, as we like to say. Now what we've done is we've taken a whole new approach to the design. We created a new design system that we codenamed Metro, which is all integrated around what we call smart design. Now smart design is pervasive all the way from the user experience down to all the way down to the hardware level. We also took a different approach to applications. We created some more integration where applications share content with other applications. Applications share content between the operating system. So it allows a more seamless operation between when you shift from application to application, you can move content more readily, and it just makes things work together much better. Part of the smart design that we've implemented here. So I'm going to do first is I'll start with the lock screen here. Here we've got our new lock screen. Right off the bat you can see we've got a time and date. It's just really easy. A lot of people aren't wearing watches anymore, so we put this up on the front. Down towards the bottom you can see I've got the next appointment on my calendar. I can see when and where I need to be somewhere. And I can see that because I'm at a show, I've got 99 new emails that I haven't read yet. So a quick swipe up lets me unlock the phone. And here I have my new start menu. Now the start menu is broken into 2 halves. The left side here that you're looking at consists of tiles and live tiles. If I swipe across, I have my applications menu on the other side here. So this is alphabetically listed, all the applications that are installed on my phone, whether it be settings, calculator, or some other weather app, whatnot. So any of those applications can be pinned over to this side on the start menu. I can pin almost anything I want to the start menu to customize my phone and make it uniquely mine. Applications, contacts, web pages, artists, songs, music, all kinds of different things. I can pin these over here. Whatever's important to me, I can pin to my start menu as a tile and make it very easy to access. Now a lot of these tiles are live tiles. So you'll notice some of the tiles like the photo, the people tile up at the top. See the pictures that are rotating through up there? Those are actual pictures of my contacts. They're not just some generic photos that are stuck in the ROM on the phone that are constantly going through. So with your phone, you can imagine these would be pictures of your friends and your family and your coworkers rotating through up there. So it becomes more of your phone, very easily identifiable as yours, because there's my mom, there's my brother, or there's my buddy Tom. Now, as I scroll down, I've got my calendar. My calendar shows me what my next appointment is. I've got a double wide tile there to make sure everything fits in there. I can see when and where I need to be somewhere without having to actually go into the calendar. I have my Me card there, right next to the Games tile. That was me in younger years when I was better looking. But this is sort of my contact tile here where I can get to different things, post updates for my status and so on. I have Internet Explorer on my tile right now, or as a tile. And again, I can put any application up here on the start menu I want to. I've got my Pictures tile. That picture that's in the Pictures tile is actually one of the pictures on my phone being pulled forward into that tile. My Music tile. That picture in the Music tile is a picture of the artist for the last piece of music I was listening to. So that is automatically, dynamically downloaded and updated as I listen to different artists and albums on my music, or for my music on my phone. That automatically changes constantly for me. And down at the bottom you can see I've got a contact down there like April. Now again, I can make this anything I want. So I can grab this tile, I can drag April up and drop her in wherever I want. You notice as I move around, how the other tiles sort of pivot out of the way to kind of make room so I know where it's going to go. So I could drop April in up there, I can see an update that April just made on her Facebook or Live account right now that keeps popping up for that live tile. And if I don't love April anymore, I can hit the old broken heart and get rid of her. Now she's not on my live tile. She's still a contact, but she's just not up there in front for me to keep track of and see what's happening in her life. Now, let's take a look at some of the things that a lot of us do with our phones. A lot of us do a lot of work-related things. So first of all, we've got our calendar. Calendar is really important to people who are, obviously in the workforce. I don't even know where I'm going with that one. But you'll notice in the calendar, I've got two colored menus here. I've got green and yellow. What this represents is two different calendars that I have here. The green items are my Outlook work calendar, and the yellow items right now are my Windows Live calendar. So I've got multi-calendars showing up here. If I had a Gmail calendar, a Yahoo calendar, or another Exchange account that I have connected to my phone, those calendars would also show up here. I could customize and tell them what color I want which one to be, so they're separated. This way, they just kind of pop out at me, and I can see if I have a personal appointment, if I have a work appointment, what's happening next on my calendar. So I can easily scroll up and down. And you'll notice what we've done here is we've created a very simple looking calendar. All the background is just some very plain colors, except for the content. What we want to do is make content the king here. Bringing that content forward. We don't want to draw your attention to the other parts of the calendar. We want to draw your attention to the content, and that's what's important to you. We have an agenda view as well. It actually looks like an agenda view, so I can work with that, or I can pivot back to the day view very easily. So very easy to switch back and forth. I can dive into the month view and see what's happening on my month. Now, you notice all the little text in the boxes there each day. That sort of represents for me how busy my days are, how many meetings and how much stuff I have going those days. So if I jump into something like Saturday coming up, I only had one piece of text and it's a personal thing for a soccer game that I have going. So it's just very easy for me to jump around. I can come back to today, and I'm just in and out of days. And again, at a glance, I can see how busy my days are going to be. Email is also very important to us, right? Everybody's got a smartphone, everybody's got 1 or 2 or 4 email accounts on their phone. So here I'm looking at my work email. We've done some upgrades to this. We've given it a facelift, made it very clean. Great use of white space. We don't use bold anymore on our stuff. What we're doing is using colors to try to accent and bring your attention to items. So you notice the items that have the green under them, those are unread messages. The grayed out ones have already been read. So I can easily dive into any of these mails. I get a picture of my contact. I can flip, the phone will rotate, just like you would expect. I want to draw your attention to the icons. See the little icons on the bottom? As I rotate, they turn too as I flip. So just again, some of the attention to detail to make this a really good experience for everybody. Now within email, I can do pivots across the top, so I can quickly dive over into unread messages, maybe flagged messages that I need to take action on really quickly, urgent messages that people have flagged as being really important. So it's very easy for me to auto-filter through my email here and find what I'm after. I can also do a universal search through the email really quickly and find what I'm after as well. I can hit the search button, and I can find something from, like, say, Tally, and it automatically filters out all those messages from Tally. And from here, I can even action on these messages if I wanted to. I can, in one step, delete all the messages from Tally, or move all those messages to another folder very quickly. I can also multi-select items by clicking over to the side of them, and I get a little box. I can add some check marks. Now I can also take action on these items. Now again, at the bottom, I've got a couple of the most commonly used commands from within email. I can move things to another folder, or I can delete here. Or the little dots on the side, if I touch that, it brings up a more advanced menu. It gives me some more selections on what I can do with these items. I can flag them for follow-up, mark them as unread. So I can take different actions on these items in bulk now that I've checked off.